Good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday, August 10th, 2017. Welcome into another edition of Talking Fitchburg. Jeremy Crosby here this morning, flying super solo with the man with somewhat of a plan, Andrew Hamlet.
Boom!
That's where we are, folks.
Howdy.
Today's just been one of those weird morning day, I don't know.
Whole bunch of weird stuff today.
Yeah, I worked a long one yesterday, so it was one of those where you left and then come back in early the next day, and you're like, did I ever leave?
Right.
So yeah, I even had somebody ask me that. Did you spend the night here last night? I'm like, maybe. Who's asking?
Well.
So yeah. It wasn't too bad of a late night, as it were. So we had the debriefing last night. So that meeting happened, and we'll be talking about that here this morning. But how about weather today? A little transition now. We're going to see some rain. Usually we've been talking like rain every day. But this week,
It's been
perfect
pretty good.
weather. Yeah. So
Awesome rain.
Say maybe some storms this afternoon or something, but
No.
other than that,
Denied.
And Packer season starts tonight as well.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm going to be heading up there here in just a little bit,
Boom.
checking it out, seeing the digs. Haven't been up there in a while, so we'll check it out and see. Good luck out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, as far as game goes, I don't know about that.
Not many starters. You're not going to see anybody really. But
I was thinking maybe just go
okay.
like once the game starts and there's a few, no, maybe after the first quarter, start touring the stadium.
There you go. Just look around, see what's going on.
Maybe see if I can talk to Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
No big deal.
He's just hanging out.
Because of my Fitchburg credentials. We'll get
Here
me
you
there.
go. I'm from the city. Let me in.
You see this? This means, you don't get any access. You're
Right. Sorry, sir.
Yeah. So,
All right.
Yeah, all right, indeed. Let's steer this show back on course and tell you what's coming up on the show today. I've got, again, that house neighborhood debriefing last night from the house explosion last year. We'll be talking a little bit about that, recapping that for you both in headlines and in the digest, and give you a full look just at what came out of that meeting last night. And then opening up our guest segment, Scott Gerard stopping by. He may or may not be on his way to Iowa. Dun, dun, dun. We'll ask him coming up here in our guest segment, and then wrapping up with some national holiday, or it's not even holidays. I don't know why I say that. It's like this day in
national, who knows?
Not even history.
There you go.
Made up holidays.
Yep.
Made up thingies.
Today's
whatever.
national holidays. That's what it is.
I don't know. I probably could look up that actual term. Either way. All right, let's kick it off. I'm just going to kind of tailor either way. Whatever. All right, let's start off here this morning with your headlines, and we kick it off with the neighborhood debriefing held last night here at City Hall. Here is a piece of the explanation on what happened.
So the investigation revealed that the sole occupant of the home was the homeowner, Brian Grittner. That information obviously has been stated publicly in the media. Witnesses advised that hours prior to the explosion, there was a landscape company doing work at the residence of the explosion. The landscapers were there trimming trees and did not complete any ground or work below ground level. Crew members from that landscaping company had asked Grittner to bring them some water. In an interview with Mr. Grittner on August 31st, he told investigators that tree trimmers requested that he turn on the water for the outside water line. He said he didn't hear anything from the tree trimmers after he turned that valve on. He also advised he was unsure if he had turned the wrong valve and that he may have opened a gas line instead of a water line. He advised that Sears replaced his gas dryer with an electric dryer a few years prior. Grittner's wife, Sarah Carlson, advised that she believed the line for the gas dryer had been capped at the time of replacement. A search of the property was conducted on August 26th. An excavation of the basement occurred ultimately on October 4th of 2016. During those searches and excavations, several pieces of pipes, tools, and other items were located. They were later analyzed by the Wisconsin Crime Laboratory. As a result of the fire scene examinations, numerous witness interviews, and all available information to date, Wisconsin's Department of Criminal Investigations determined the explosion was the result of a natural gas leak. DCI determined the leak occurred at an uncapped gas line where a gas dryer had once been located. This determination was made as the valve was found in an open position. Further, attorney Dan Rotier stated his client, Mr. Grittner, had opened the gas valve. The ignition source for the explosion could not be positively identified. However, DCI could not eliminate the gas stove as being the ignition source, as 2 burners were found in the on and light positions. A section of pipe with the gas valve had a fitting consistent with one end used to connect the rigid gas pipe to a flexible appliance gas line. And although Grittner was specific that he had turned on a black valve for the outside water spigot, DCI could not rule out that Grittner had made a mistake during his initial statement and actually walked over to where the red handled gas line valve was located behind the dryer and ultimately turned that gas valve on. DCI classified the explosion event as undetermined.
We'll have a little bit more in-depth look at the debriefing, kind of the different presentations from each one of the gentlemen sitting up there in our digest section. Of course, you can head over to the website and check out that full meeting at your leisure. Just hit up fitchburgwi.gov, click on FACTv, and watch. All right, moving forward here, yesterday, Fitchburg Fire Department responding to a fire over on Thurston Lane. This fire response happened at 12:44 in the afternoon yesterday. At 4542 Thurston Lane, call came in for structure fire response at the apartment. The apartment was full of smoke at the time Fitchburg Fire arrived. The ventilation was done to remove the smoke. Occupation of the residence was given back right away. There was no major damage to report, no injuries, and again, the residents are back in at this time. Building bosses, the meet and greet that is coming. We've heard that from the Fitchburg BB9, Chamber BB9 event, had the hosts of building bosses, excuse me. When this event will be held right here at the Fitchburg City Hall. Yeah, that's right. It's coming on August 15th from starting from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. here at the City Hall. The cost is free. And if you remember, this is a 14-year-old AJ Carr. It's his business. And they're looking for volunteer opportunities. If you are, check out the Building Bosses Meet and Greet. This event is potential to give potential mentors a chance to meet the potential mentees. So if you're interested in helping out with that or want to learn more information, check out buildingbosses.com. Pretty cool indeed. All right, Summerfest coming to the Fitchburg Farmers Market. Yeah, it's already here. Summerfest at the Fitchburg Farmers Market will be held next Thursday, August 17th from 3 to 6 p.m. In addition to all of those great food items on the market, you also have a pig roast going on, and that'll be $12 a plate with a to-go box. Live music from Mud Music. Mud Music. Have you ever heard of them? No, me neither. As well as the usual market finds. So stop on by. Always a fun event in the market. Hey, that's on even today. So check it out. Also, another annual event coming up. It's the Verona Road Business Coalition Oktoberfest. Was it the third one already, Andrew?
I believe so.
Third one. Yeah.
Third one.
So here you go. This event will be held on Wednesday, September 20th from 4 to 7 p.m. at Quivy's Grove. So come on by. The food will be provided by Hy-Vee, Quivy's Grove, and Wisconsin Brewing Company. Will again be our beer sponsor. The great Anderson Polka Band and the authentic Swiss Yodelers. They're back.
Oh yeah,
man, they were awesome. So that's your entertainment there, and they're hoping to have an appearance by Bucky Badger. Tickets are $10 each again this year, and hopefully you can come on by and support the Verona Road Business Coalition. It's a fun event, it really is. So hopefully you can make it out there. All right, moving forward, the Lion Energy Center holds potential for neighborhood and beyond. This is kind of an interesting story here. So kind of wrapping up everything that's been happening over there. We've been listening to kind of on and off reports coming up about the vision of the Alliant Energy Center. And we kind of got a new insight into that. So the new visioning report identifies economic, social, community benefits from redevelopment of the county-owned Alliant Energy Center campus. Alliant Energy Center could provide a major boost to the region by drawing more events to Dane County while creating opportunities for adjacent neighborhoods in South Madison, according to the just completed visioning process. The vision statement puts a major focus on improving connections between the center, the community, and Lake Monona while making it a destination of choice for both residents and visitors alike. If you want to find out the full report on this, you can check out the website. That's at the Dane County Government website for more information. All right, to finish up this afternoon's headlines, we want to talk to you about interactive mobile training facility that will be promoting motorcycle safety at 2 local events here in Dane County. The first event is tonight from 5 to 8 p.m. It's at the City of Madison's Police Department's National Night Out at Eldo Leopold Park. That's 2906 Traceway Drive in Madison, which is why I wanted to promote this too. That's really close. We've been up there quite a bit for park events here. And then on Saturday, August 12th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., you can check out the Flat Fest Car Show at the Madison International Speedway. Another gem pretty close to Fitchburg here. That's at 1122 Sunrise Road in Oregon. So check it out. And it's, if you haven't seen it before, it's this like full trailer with a whole bunch of things related to the motorcycle and kind of putting you in their shoes. All right, coming up next, we're going to open up the Fitchburg Digest, and we're going to take you back out to last night's neighborhood debriefing. That's next right here on Talking Fitchburg.